Here in Northern Ireland there are over 1,000 schools. They are places of learning and influence, professional and educational environments, centres of our communities as well as communities within themselves. The E3 Schools project is an outworking of Scripture Union's aim to make God's good news known in schools.
The role of an E3 schools worker is to help children and young people engage with God through His Word, through the delivery of creative Bible lessons and assemblies. We want to equip Christian teachers and pupils to live for God in their schools, being salt and light to those they are with every single day. And we want to empower local churches to serve, support and speak into their own local schools context.
So let's hear from some teachers and church leaders as to how they think E3 could be a help in their local area.
As a teacher, having somebody to come in and support us, help us lead a Scripture Union, help us to that you can have a day off and not have to always be prepared for Scripture Union as well, being prepared for all your lessons, but also to build up our senior girls. That's where I feel that I don't have time to do it, to build up senior girls, to be able to lead in a Scripture Union, to be able to lead in a junior Scripture Union, and to be able to go to events within Scripture Union and learn those different things. But an E3 worker would come and put enthusiasm into our girls to be able to do that.
We want SU to be a place where Christians can gather, where people can come in the door who don't know a lot about Christianity, but it's the time restrictions that I have to be able to properly give it the organisation and the focus that it deserves. So from a practical point of view, having somebody as a support network to me would just be invaluable.
If we had a local SU support worker, that would be so valuable, because it would be great for them to come in and help with some of our SU after school sessions. Also giving us ideas, resources, maybe helping us to plan like a 5 or 6 week theme or unit to cover with the children.
As part of Christ Church in North Belfast, the aims of E3 to engage, equip and empower not only the pupils and the children that we come into contact with, but the teachers and the church volunteers who take time to go into schools to carry out work, is part of that kingdom building togetherness that we find in the Bible. And E3 provides a very simple, a very affordable and a very effective way for churches to be part of that kingdom building community, irrespective of denomination. I would love to see all churches really get behind this aim to provide an E3 worker.
Whilst every child goes to school, not every child goes to church, and fewer children are going to church nowadays, sadly. Sunday schools are getting smaller, but an E3 worker can go into schools where all the boys and girls are and have contact with them. And it's not the end of the road for churches. We want churches to still be involved. We want this E3 worker to liaise with churches, to go along once in a while to go to some of their meetings and to encourage the people who are there. But if the boys and girls who go to school can enjoy fellowship and find out more about Jesus there, they might find that they re-establish their links with churches or strengthen those links and get involved in the youth fellowship.
It would be really wonderful to see an E3 worker in the Northwest, because we really believe in reaching young people that are in schools, and we really believe in schools ministry. And I know with Exodus we don't always get an opportunity to do that, and there's loads of schools and loads of pupils to be reached. And not only reaching those pupils, but actually really encouraging young Christians that are in the SU groups. I just think that that's so important, and that's really what we want to see in this area.
I think in many ways it's useful to have an E3 worker who would work across both the primary and the secondary sector. They could come in for assemblies, Bible study groups or Bible clubs that we have after school, even to be able to be invited in when we're having celebrations in school, that there's a figure there. And then as children move to secondary level and they maybe have Scripture Unions in their own school, that link person is there. It's also a link person for maybe children who don't have church backgrounds.
Schools are the front line really for reaching young people, and of course churches through their ministers go into schools. Some of the schools I'm sure to do assemblies, but there's going to be loads of other opportunities. To have a schools worker, someone to come along and supplement what churches can do, really seek to develop that in areas. It's really exciting, really great to see what God could do through that.
It takes around £30,000 each year to support an E3 schools worker in a locality, and that money is raised from within the district itself. This is your E3 schools worker working alongside your local churches with your young people and your children in your local schools.
There is so much to celebrate about what God is doing through the E3 Schools project in Northern Ireland, but we would love to see this happening in every area. So if your church or individuals within it would like to help support E3, then please get in touch. We'd love to hear from you.